Everybody, just real quick, not gonna be on here long, I promise you. I ain't gonna be on here long, I ain't gonna be preaching, I ain't gonna be doing nothing. Listen, so I got a question. Somebody asked, when doing knots, how do you bleach your knots? And so I wanted to come on and I wanted to share with how I bleach my knots for lace fronts, for closures, for frontals, for anything that, you know, all things wigs, right? So the best, I'm gonna go through the whole process and tell you why I do it and how I do it. And so now let me start with this. I just got through having Miss Tanae put this, who's my assistant. So if y'all been following, y'all know who Tanae is. Okay, so what happens is I had her to take a 1B, and you probably can see it a little bit. Yeah, you can see that. You really can see that. So that's not a lot of color, but we took a 1B to a number 2. And one of the things that is my personal secret, I like to put a little bit of cream. When I say cream, that's peroxide, 20. Always start slow when you're dealing with color and you're dealing with weaves and you're dealing with wigs especially. Always start slow. So what that means is, now you can really tell in the glance, you know, in the light that it's hitting, that this is no longer a 1B. And so that you'll have perfect, I'm comparing it now to a 1B. So you can tell. Okay, so what I do, you use a little bit of cream, you use a little bit of cream and a little bit of clear. I also have her to do about 1, 2, 3 pinches of bleach inside the developer. And what you're doing is when you put the bleach in with the peroxide, what you've done is you just kind of turbo boost the peroxide to working faster. You kind of causing it to work not only faster, but it's in a controlled environment. Because I have bleached closures and frontals up to 2 days. One reason why they have set so long is because I don't want to move real fast, because if you move real fast, then you can have a chance of damaging the wig. So you don't want to do that. Okay, so it says swipe to the left to let people know that I'm being viewed. Is that right? Am I doing what's right? Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. So listen, so this is how we're gonna go. Another secret that I love, 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 love. Once you do the cream, okay, you do the cream and you do the clear and you do 3 to 4 pinches of bleach, powder bleach. And so I just use this real inexpensive. I don't like to really put a lot of money in my bleach. Not when I'm doing wigs. When I'm doing human hair, then that was different. The thing is though, the secret is you heat up the peroxide. When you heat the peroxide up, it's like putting it under the dryer. I'm kind of real stickler for keeping stuff really neat. So what I did was I heat the peroxide up in the microwave for about a minute. It's a nice temperature. It's not too hot, and it's not. I don't know why I say not. But it's really not too hot and it's not too cool. Okay. So you set the closure inside of the peroxide with how many pinches of bleach? 3 to 4, depending on how stubborn that hair is. Okay, so now my next secret is I take a scoop and a half, okay? Scoop of a half. It seemed like a lot. You can see it right there, right? Now this is the secret. Again, this is heated up, so you don't know this, but this is like a little warm. It's really warmer than warm. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour it in, and I'm going to take my time pouring it in. And as you pour it in, use the part that's pointy. The reason why you want to use the part that's pointy is you can control it better. This is really strong, because you don't want it to get too soupy. That's really the big secret of bleaching knots. The big secret of how you bleach knots is you do not allow the product, I don't know if you guys can see that. I tell you what, you really can see it like this, because I can. It's pasty. See how pasty it is? Now that's bleaching peroxide. It's pasty. The reason why you want it pasty and not gooky or runny is you can control it. The more you can control it, the better the wig is going to turn out. So, this is so strong. Oh my God. I need a mask. Okay, so now, as you see how pasty that is? Okay, so now that it's pasty, what I do is I'm gonna do one on the closure. I'm just gonna go behind the closure. The other thing is keeping your hands really clean, okay? Because you don't want, and wear gloves. If y'all don't put no gloves on, put some gloves on so you don't mess your fingers up. Because bleach will absolutely ruin your hands. Hi, Diane Whitehead, how you doing? Can you share and let people know we're on here giving out all our little top secrets, girl? Good to see you, though. Thanks so much. Again, thanks again for viewing with us today. Anyway, Diane, if you have any questions, let me know. So, Miss Tanae, my assistant, just lightened the closure to a number 2. So I took a 1B because I'm making a number 2 wig. So I just made my paste. I'm not going to use this because this is not stiff enough. I like me personally, I'm just showing you how to do the bleach knots on a closure. You're going to put it on here and you're going to spread it on the back. Again, why is this so thick? You have to have it thick. Hi, Nene. Hey, I'm sharing now. Oh, thank you. Hey, Nene, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, let me show y'all how I do this. I do it like peanut butter and bread, okay? You just basically go really slow, okay? You want to go slow. You're not in a hurry. And the other thing, what you don't want to do, you don't want to push. You don't want to push the bleach through too much. All you're doing is laying it on there, okay? And be very, very generous. Be very generous, but yet be in control. So that's what I'm saying. Don't rush. What's the secret, though, y'all? What's the big secret that I'm doing? Do y'all remember what the big secret is before we even get to this part? Can anybody tell me what the big secret is? How do we get the hair activated? We get the hair activated because we heat up our peroxide, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I got it on here, okay? I just wanna make sure now. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something. Now when I put this here, it's kind of, yes, you heat it up. I was like, somebody better, I know one person better know the answer. Okay, you see how I'm tapping it and it's breaking up? What that means is I need to make it just a little bit soupier. That's all that means. Because what that means is, because again though, take your time and do it. I'd rather take my time and do it right than rush through it. The reason why I say redo it, what am I doing? Putting a little bit more of the hot peroxide, number 20, a little bit of cream, and a little bit of clear. What that's telling me, if I can pick it up, it's just not thick enough. But again, you do not want it too thick, because I promise you, if it's too thick, it's going to bleed through the closure, and you don't want bleeding through the closure, because then it's going to look real. Hi, Arlene. Arlena, hi, Arlena. It's going to start looking really orange. It's going to look, you ever bleached or colored something and it started looking bleachy, just orange. Okay, so I'm going to go back in. I scraped off what was able to come off. Now it's a little bit more soupier, because every silk closure is a little bit different. You got some silk closures, you got some lace closure, and some are a little bit more absorbent than others. So I'm saying that, yeah, you have to get in here and you got to test. Okay, so now you see how it's staying. Okay, so if I tap it now, you can see it, right? So if I'm tapping now, it stays. Okay, so I'm just gonna, again, treat it just like peanut butter and jelly. Run it through, let it sit. Once you let it sit, take it all the way to the back. Okay, this is an excellent consistency, absolutely excellent. Stay in control, do not rush, you're not in a hurry, because we do stuff right. Because when you do it right, people will pay you for your expertise. So take your time, you're not in a hurry. Okay, so now that you got all of that, sometimes you may need a blow dryer, but you see how I'm running it through, and it's perfect. This consistency is absolutely perfect. And if it's not moving fast enough for you, sometimes it is good to use a blow dryer. I'm not going to use one though. I'm going to take my time and just kind of bleach it up. I'm going to let it sit. Now people say, well, how long do you let it sit? You let it sit, you have to watch it, because again, all hair is not created equal. You can buy hair from this company. Look, people reuse our closures 3, 4, 5 times, okay? People can use a closure that's from our company up to 10, 15 years in a wig. In a wig, not in a weave, but in a wig. I promise you. You might have to come in and, you know, have us to replace a little bit here and there, but for the most part, if you're taking good care of a wig, I promise you, it's going to last. Now, as I'm opening it up, it's not bleeding through, as you see. It's not bleeding through, okay? See? And it's not dripping. So that's the key. You don't want it to drip, and you do not want it too soupy. I'm telling you, if it's too soupy, it's just a mess. It's just a mess, just a mess. Okay, so I'm looking at the other side. It's already a number 2, so that means I've already processed it. I've already processed it one time. With the bleach now going on, that's another process. So it's already, the cuticles are already open. But again, how long to keep it on there? You really got to babysit it, and you really just got to watch it, because all hair is not created equal. You can get hair from another company and it'll come up super duper fast. You buy hair from us, our hair is a little bit more stubborn because it's a little bit more, it's not a little bit more, it is virgin hair. And so when you're dealing with virgin hair, especially when you're dealing with Indian virgin hair or Malaysian virgin hair or wherever, Asian, wherever you get it from, the purer it is, sometimes the darker it is. The darker hair is, the little bit more stubborn it is. So when hair is processed, it colors really, really fast. Really fast. That's another thing that, you know, you can tell whether you got really good hair or if it colors too fast. I mean, it's already processed. Hair that's processed, you can break it down a lot faster. So I'm about to actually, I think it's right where I want it. Yep, I think it's right where I want it. Because again, it's not taking long because it was already, Tanae already colored it for me. So you really can see that it's number 2. I hope you can. Yeah, you can see it. You can see the ends. That's the number 2. And I think we left it in there. She left it in there for about an hour. Sometimes it can, but it did really fast because she let it sit for about an hour, and then I came behind it and I heated up the peroxide, put it in there for about 7 minutes, and it turned really, really fast, but she had to break it down for me. So it needs to start on time a little early. It's about where I want it, because the thing is, you do not want it orange. So the secret of doing net closures, wigs, frontals is heat up the peroxide. If you heat the peroxide, put 4 dabs of bleach in there. After you put the 4 dabs of bleach, you keep it really, now this stays soupy, okay? This is how this is gonna look. And it's the same peroxide so that you're not wasting. I hate wasting anything. Oh my God, I hate it. So she used the same peroxide. When she was done coloring it to a number 2, just letting it sit there, but it turned because the peroxide heated up. First you let it sit for maybe about an hour. After you, hey Avis, how you doing, beautiful lady? What's going on with you? Good to see you here with us today. So anyway, it's heated up. You put 3 to 4 pinches of bleach. Let that sit with some hot peroxide. Now I'm done, got my color. Then I go into the process of bleaching. Yep, I'm done. So I'm about to rinse it out. Because again, you don't want it looking orange. You don't. Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna rinse it out. Yeah. And I keep it, the hair going down. I'm real neat as far as, Tanae, you wanna show them what I'm doing? She's gonna bring the camera to us. So basically, I hold it down. I hold it up against my basin. Come down a little bit more, just a little bit. Yeah. Put it in the basin. Is kind of cool water, not too hot. And again, what you don't want the hair to bleed through. And I just hold it down. Then I start seeing if the bubbles, making sure that I'm getting all that bleach off of this hair. Why am I getting all this bleach off of this hair? Because this hair has already been processed, and I do not want to over process it. Okay, So now that that's done, I'm gonna show you. This is a clarifying shampoo, and if you see it, it went from looking dark to now it has a brownish, kind of like a number 30 look. And so when you open this up and you pluck it, it looks like a scalp. Yay! Isn't that cool? That is so cool. You can only see my hands. So anyway, no, that's fine. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna put a little clarifying shampoo. Again, why do we need clarifying shampoo? Clarifying shampoo is going to make sure that we're getting all of the bleach. We're gonna stop all the action of the chemical on this. Okay, I'm gonna just squeeze through it, making sure I'm very careful. I keep the hair all going in one direction. I pull it down. I don't take it and, you know, scrub it like it's a what do you call it? A dishwash towel, or you got to be real gentle. The more delicate the hair is, the more expensive the hair is, the better quality the hair is. You have to be very, very careful, because if you're not careful, you'll cause split ends and you'll cause breakage, just treating it any kind of way. Okay, so again, I just kind of hold it down, keep it all going in one direction. It's nice and clean. How do you know it's nice and clean? All of these suds right here. Yes, I don't think y'all can see that, but anyway, hair got to be sudsy. If the hair is not sudsy, that means the hair is probably not going to be very, very clean. Okay, so again, I'm gonna rinse out. Okay, now I got this completely out. I feel very confident. I know it looks good. Again, the secret is the peroxide being heated up for about a minute. And once you do that, it's good. And you just keep the same process going. I'm gonna give me a clean towel. Hold it up. And then I'm gonna bring you back around over here. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. And I'm going to show you again over here what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. So I just had a question. How do I bleach my knots? I wanted to give somebody some help today. The other thing that you want to do as well is, this is where I unlock. Y'all know this is the bomb, right? Unlock. Hands down, number one, taking out a weave, you need unlock. Putting in a weave, you need unlock. Why? Because it unlocks all the hair that was going to be shedding. And so what I'm doing, I'm going to show you. I take a little bit of the unlock. I'm gonna put on my hands because I don't want to put too much on here, but this is a leave-in conditioner as well. And so I'm gonna go down. Okay, make sure the hair is conditioned, because you need to seal those cuticles back up. Unlock is amazing because it's also gonna put a lot of what do you call it, moisture. You're gonna seal the moisture back up. I'm just gonna comb with a small tooth comb. Small tooth comb is amazing. Let me tell you why. Small tooth comb on wet luxury hair or wet hair, when you lay it down in the dryer, it acts almost like a pressing comb. So I promise you, if you just go straight through it like this, don't comb through it anymore. Once you go through it, okay, I'm gonna show you the back and then I'm gonna put it under the dryer. I don't know if you can see this, and I seem like the camera went a little dark. But I think you can see that. Let me see. Let me go over here. Yeah, you can see it now. So it's just, it looks a little number 30. Okay? So you don't want it too orange. And again, if it's soupy, it's gonna bleed through. If it bleeds through, it's gonna be a mess. And so the other thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, because the guest is actually gonna wear a left heavy right part, so I'm going to actually part it, and then once it's dry, then I'm going to pluck it. And how I pluck, take some tweezers. Thank you, Loho. How'd you find me, Ryan? You found out? You heard me? And I just pluck really carefully. Now this, listen, let me say this. Sometimes when I pluck my wigs, I sit my tail down, because it's so tedious. But if you do it and you do it right, flawless. Flawless, flawless, flawless. And to me, plucking, a lot of people have a lot of problems with plucking. And the other thing is you use the tip. What's the point? And what you do is you go for the little knots that's inside of the closure. And because I just colored it, it's going to really kind of break up real easy for me, because sometimes this hair can be real stubborn. So the thing that I wanted to share is that I like wetting my frontal, my closures, and my lace, full lace. I like wetting it, because to me, I found that if you wet it, it releases a little, the knots come out a little bit easier. So I'm going to show you. Let me see. Yeah, you can see that. I think, I don't know, let me touch the thing. Because sometimes, you know how iPhones are. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so once you do that, any questions, anybody? I'm about to be done. Hi, Estelle. What's up, Evangelist? How you feel? Good to see you. So, push it this way, push it that way, get all the excessive hair out. This is all the excessive hair that I pulled out just that quickly. And the reason why you do want to pluck your net or your knots, it just looks more natural. Why wear a wig or a weave or a closure or a frontal, and we all know it's fake? So that's our job as a professional, to make it look as natural as possible. If you don't have any questions, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. As I promised you, I would not be on here long. That was quick, that was easy. I got my plucked closure, I got my bleached knot, and I have my number 2 closure. So the secret again is heating up your peroxide for about a minute, and then you put about 3 to 4 pinches of bleach in there. Keep the consistency. Once you do a scoop or and a half of your bleach, see, it's so thick. See, if it's thick, it's gonna lay on top and not see through. Okay, so that's everything. I've told you guys all my little hidden little secrets. I hope it helps somebody. If you have any more questions, email me at hait@lehosthair.com. That's HAITH at LEHOST hair, HAIR.com. See you guys later. Also, you can give us a call at 248-546-4247. Visit our website, www.lehosthair, all things LaHost. Tag a friend, share, and invite people to come. You'll see me every now and then popping up only on the LaHost page, giving out hair tips. Love you. Talk to you later.